Hello, Steve here. Welcome to Red Flag Life, a space where if you notch up a red flag, let's have some content for the unavoidable red flag that you may have. Maybe it's a space for people to avoid upcoming red flag. I contend that we don't learn from mistakes. We know the mistakes going straight into them. Today's topic, I'm going to share an interaction I had with a chick, a lady, some 20 years ago, and it's about shit. And it goes a little something like this. Of course, you can't win. You can't win an argument with a woman. In a roundabout way, that's like this, what's the word, not dystopian, dysphomism. It's like a dysphomism, that you can't win an argument, but well, as I've said before in whole episodes named What Women Want, which is what women value and how women reason, is they reason through their emotions and feelings. So you could pretty much, based on that, get a feeling of which way this is going to go. And guys are more practical, logical. They value freedom, liberty. So without a boss, without governing, that sort of thing. Where women, they value safety and security. So that's just a quick rundown on that. Oh, how's this going to go? Well, I did this decent shit in the shitter, right? And this decent shit, it couldn't flush. You know, the way they make toilets these days, with even 20 years ago, they were on the whole, conserving water thing here in Australia, and it didn't want to go down. Didn't want to go down. And I wasn't gonna, I could have shut up about it. Oh, you know where it's gonna go, do you? No, I didn't want to show off. Oh, you should see the size of that shit. Let's go and have a look. That's what you're expecting, right? No, not that bad. So basically, couldn't go down, but she was on her way, and it hasn't gone down. So I had to warn her. Oh, wait a minute. I have to attend to a particular logistical problem in the toilet. I did a big thing, and she won't go down. Okay, I'll let you attend to it. So I got this knife out of the kitchen drawer. And I'm heading towards the toilet. What are you doing? I'm going to attend to my shit. You can't attend to the shit like with the knife. What are you hit with that? Yeah, what? I'm going to attend to the shit and then sit down to a steak, am I? You do know I'm going to wash the shit off the knife. Firstly, wipe it, and then rinse it, and then wash it, and then maybe even after that put it in the dishwasher, and you're still going to be concerned about the shit on the knife. Ooh, here we go. I'm not going to let you get away with this. So I asked you, well, I didn't say that. Yeah, that was in my mind, that part. Yeah, fair enough. So how do you propose I should attend to this? We don't have a plunger. I just, when you can't flush something, you get a bucket of water and you tip it down the toilet and it'll flush. So what are you saying? So you're proposing the bucket flush when we already have the ability to flush. You do understand that my shit can't flush down the fucking toilet, and you expect even less force to make this shit go down. Well, that's what you do when you go. What are you talking about, woman? Sorry, that's what I started to say to this woman. Right? What are you talking about, woman? Your logic is not making sense through your feelings and emotions. So tell me, how should I address this? Right. She said, I'll give you another knife. A knife that will not touch food again. Fine. I got the knife. I attended to my shit. A couple of flushes later, I tended. No worries, mate. The shit's gone. You think that's the end? I can't believe you are going to use our food knife to make the shit go down the toilet. I'm not sure exactly, but you're going to actually connect the shit with that knife, pretty much. And I went through the whole spiel. I'm going to wash it, right? Like, firstly rinse, wipe, probably rinse again, and then rinse, wipe, wash, and then put in the dishwasher, and then you might get a chance to eat with it. I'll eat with it. But you can't do that. Well, tell me. Because we eat with that. Right. Well, yeah, I know. Doesn't that disgust you? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So how else should I have attended to this? And then she starts with, in the Ukraine, she's from the Ukraine, and they have a shit, you do a shit outside, and where's this coming from? Yeah, they used to have this in Australia as well, Well, I'm a bloody Serb, and what? They never have it in Australia, and you have to explain to Ukraine? They even make sure they have outhouses in places like India and stuff these days, even with indoor plumbing, they still make sure they still want to shit outside. There's a whole defecation issue with India, but that's a whole different story. There's even a whole bloody, what's it called? Those chats. I forget. Anyway, these lectures on YouTube that these experts talk about different topics, and there was this chick who talked about defecation in India and how they're a bit about their defecation, and they make sure they defecate outside. Anyway, but you just go outside and do a shit. So why don't you go outside and do a shit? Okay, I'll go outside and do a shit. So what now? Should I just do a shit on the lawn? Or do you want me to build a hole? Or do you want me to build a shit house outside? Well, in the Ukraine, they just went outside and shit. And it stays out there, and you didn't have to have this problem of not being able to flush. And these days, these toilets, they don't flush well, and sometimes, even if there's 50 litres of flushing, that turd's not going to go down. It's not going to go down. And those days, 5 litres of flush. I think they're down to 2.5 litres of flushing now in this, the whole Save Water complex, But anyway, if if there's a decent amount of force, even with 2 litres, you could probably do a decent flush, But anyway, so that was another couple of minutes of flushing, and then it came back down to the shit house out in the outhouse, out the back, 20 metres from the house, sort of thing. And I said, so who's going to attend to this? What you just go and shit outside? I get it. So you were this little girl in the Ukraine, and you just went out there and did a shit, and you just magically disappeared. Where do you think the shit went? It just disappears. It just magically disappears, does it? And shit. I actually brought up people defecating. No, it wasn't India. This is a recent thing that I heard about India, but I brought up, I don't know, a third world country. And you still need to attend to the shit, right? Like, it doesn't just disappear. Yeah, but the animals are out there, and the animals will eat the shit. Is that what you're saying? No. She was trying to unpack in this reasoning. She was trying to unpack what happens to the shit. And when a dog does a shit, and yeah, but that's in the open. What if you shit in a hole with 100 shits? Do you think it just disappears as she was trying to unpack it, right? Someone needs to attend to the shit. It was in a bucket. Surely it was in a bucket. No, it was in a hole. Was there a bucket in the hole, or was it just this chasm? I think it was a bucket. You do realise when there's a bucket there's intervention. A human comes and attends to this bucket. Did you ever see anyone attend to this bucket? No. Well, let me tell you, dear. I've even heard stories in Australia where the shit pickuper comes to take away your shit. And, mum or dad, probably dad, right, went and disposed of the shit somehow, or moved the shit somewhere else, or moved the shit to the shit pickuper, or some shit in the Ukraine. She was trying to unpack and reason with me, and then she said, I'm not sure. Okay, let's come back to my shit. So, so you're not serious about doing it outside, right? Yeah, don't be ridiculous. Go to the hardware store and get a plunger. Right. So I should leave the shit, go to the hardware store. At that point it was 10 minutes away, and half an hour round trip, say, and then I should attend to the shed. So after I attend to the shed with a plunger, I should just use this, right? And a plunger, you mean? Plunger. Fuck. So who's gonna clean the plunger? But it's in the toilet, and the water sort of. The water cleans it. So I don't think the water sort of at least rinses off the shit off the knife, or most of the shit. Like, there's toilet paper there, so you could wipe off some shit and then rinse it some more. And so who's gonna clean the plunger? Me. So what's wrong with just cleaning the knife? How do you clean the toilet brush? I've never cleaned it. I see. Dear, I see that toilet brush a bit, and I attend to that brush. When I do a flush, I just rinse the bastard. Tap, 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 like whack, whack, whack. Get the water off, rinse it again, get that crap off, and it's a pass. It's back to being cleaner than it was before. It's not clean, right? It's a toilet brush. but it's pretty much clean. Like there's no shit hanging off it where there was before. It wasn't my shit. Interesting, eh? Yeah. And who do you think cleans the bloody toilet brush? So I went on a bit of a tangent, like, it's me! How do you clean a toilet brush? Well, just fuck it in the toilet. Just rinse it off. I'm not going to dishwash it. It's a toilet brush. I don't leave shit on the toilet brush. I wonder who does. And 2 people living in the household. Yeah. Who leaves bloody shit on the toilet brush? It's magic, it's magic! Well, with the women, like, where does your milk come from? Oh, from the store. Oh, so you get milk from the store, do you? Do you know how? So how does it get to the store? Oh, from the truck. Oh, fuck. You do know milk comes from cows, right? Oh, yeah. Milk comes from cows. Have you ever thought of? Yeah, so that's another. You know. Have you thought of how fuel gets in your car? Or from the? Even after, this is from another chick. Yeah, they explained the whole milk thing. How about petrol getting in your car? Or after I mentioned the whole farm thing, she realised, right? How about in the same breath? How about fuel? Oh, they just bring it in. Oh fuck! But we just mentioned cows. Can't you mention like old dinosaur juice, crushed up, you know, 150 million years ago? Or more, yeah, 150 million years ago, 90 or yeah, around about, right? When dinosaurs crushed dinosaur juice. Anyway, well, apparently. Anyway, and yeah, so these discussions that we can have with women, not teaching logic, just you can't win, and there's no winning, and you know the whole idea about winning, like it's not winning, it's getting someone to understand your point of view, but you can't even understand a point of view. The knife that we eat with has touched shit, and the feeling, the repulsion. At some point, I think she went to bloody throw up. I said, I'm coming, I want to see this. What are you doing? I want to see if you actually throw up. She didn't throw up. It was a whole, you know, I don't want to talk type shit, type excuse. I don't want to discuss this anymore. Well, what if I do? What if I do? Like, I have a right to keep on discussing it, just like you have a right to shut me down. Obviously, you know, not too long after that, there's no fruitful relationship there. Anyway, that was my experience about talking shit about real shit to a chick, and how you can extrapolate this to other subject matters. And there's this thing, mansplaining. You know, when a guy, he tries to explain something to you, but you already know all about it. And like this clip on Bitcoin came up, and this chick said, oh, this man, he tried to explain to me Bitcoin, but I already know Bitcoin. And she said, you know, it's just like digital gold, and fuck. No wonder the dude needed to explain to her. It's not fucking digital gold. It's got the attributes of gold. Let's mansplain. It's got the attributes of gold, like it's a store of wealth. People want it. It's value. It's got value. You can cut it down. It's got better logistics or carryability than gold and that sort of thing. But it's not digital gold. And, yeah, that was a clip, but that's how I'd respond to that. But her indication of digital gold, pretty much that's what the guy was going to talk about, digital gold, and even the guy would have been wrong, right? But anyway, that's just an example. Like as soon as she said digital gold, and this guy, he tried to explain, and she called it mansplaining. Oh fuck! If he even mentioned digital gold, well, he's wrong and you're wrong, and that's why you need a man to explain it a bit better, because it's not digital gold, it's something totally new, this whole crypto space, right? And yeah, but that's just another example, this whole mansplaining thing. A woman would like to really indicate that she knows a particular subject, like if you bring up something social like immigration or asylum seekers, that sort of thing, and yeah. How about so would you, so you agree that our taxes should support asylum seekers? Oh yes. Oh, so I don't agree. Oh, don't you? Well, yeah, like if you really want to support asylum seekers, bring them home to one of your rooms. Would you do that? Oh, no. Well, why not? You do supporting asylum seekers, don't you? Oh no, but that's different. Nah. And everyone has a right to education. A woman may say. Oh, really? So you mandate taking your child to a public school, to a government-run school, do you? Well, yes, that's what education is. Oh, really, dear? What's wrong with homeschooling or schooling your own child? Oh, no, but you're not qualified. Fuck. Well, so you're going to put your kid in with 29 other kids, or 24 other kids, whatever. There's a lot of fucking kids in there, right? And you want that person to educate your kid? Come on. A right to education. Kids are spending 12 years in public education without being able to read. Really, dear. Anyway, I'm going to stop my tangents. Winning an argument, it's not really winning an argument. A guy has a right to explain himself. Yes, a woman has a right to explain herself, but it's feelings and emotion based, and you have to do the long haul if you really want a woman to understand your point of view. I brought up this pouring oil down the sink example a few weeks back, and the whole atomic bomb that went off with that, right? And you got to go the long haul if you really want to make an influence on explaining something to a woman. She'll think that you're mansplaining. Oh, I know all this. Well, the reason why the man is mansplaining is because I don't think you really do know. Explaining Bitcoin, or explaining how a toilet works, or explaining where milk comes from. Oh, fuck. Explaining how education works. Oh, but we have a right to education. Yeah. The whole rights and safety, security, safety net, and equality. Oh my God, equality. It resonates with women, and you can't win. Because it's very emotions and feelings based, right? Yeah. So that's the moral of the story. To have an impact on the logic of a woman, you need the long haul, and you need to tone down your own emotion, and then they'll accuse you of being unemotional and robotic, right? But you need to make sure you give them the indication that you have a right to explain yourself, because we have different ways to reason in this world, and that's the moral of the story. Yes, I've had a whole episode on, you know, communication and that sort of thing, but this is just another tangent about that, and yeah, so I'll leave it there. That's all for now. I hope you enjoyed that one, talking about shit. Bye bye.